Yo, it's Crogol. Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet by the Wi-Fi battle. Today, we've got a pretty cool one. I wanted to use Weavile since Shimpao is no longer in the OU tier. So I made this cool team, and our opponent has a mono water team. This battle was recorded prior to the new mons and Pokemon Day and everything. So no new mons in this video, but in the next one we got a banger. Don't worry. So let's go ahead and start this battle off here. We are battling our opponent, God Arceus himself here. Leads out with a shiny Pelipper as we start out with Willow, our Screamtail here. Willow is our special wall here. So we are in a pretty good position for the first turn. We are going to go ahead and go for Stealth Rocks. Like I said, we are in a pretty good position, so we can, live any hit that the Pelipper wants to go for. Even if it was like max attacks, max special attack, choice specs, anything like that. Easily takes it, but he goes for the Tailwind here. And a pretty benign first turn, I guess. Of course, he is, going to outspeed us with the Tailwind now, but that is okay, because we do have our Stealth Rocks up, and if anything does have the Sash, it is gone. So, turn 2, I am going to just go for a Wish here, as he goes for the U-turn. Get a little bit of momentum here, and let's see what he goes into. One of his many other water types, perhaps? I don't know. So, let's see what he goes for. He's thinking. What does he go into? Let's find out. So he goes out into his Hydreigon here, and if we went for Dazzling Gleam that turn, that would have been a bad play on his part, but he got a good switch, so pretty good for him, right? We're going to get our Leftovers Recovery here, and again, we're in a pretty good position. I'm thinking, why do you want to switch this in? Unless you have Flash Cannon, right? That'd be the only reason why you want to switch in. I didn't put a Terra on this type, or Terra type on this thing, so I'm like, he definitely is going to go for Flash Cannon here. On the off chance he doesn't Terra, though, I'm just going to go for Dazzling Gleam. Either way, we do live a hit from this thing, so I'm not too worried about it. And we've got our Wish coming out this turn, so we are perfectly fine here. As he does Terra Steel, of course, and he's most likely going for Flash Cannon. He goes for a Nasty Plot, actually. Ooh, good play on his part here. Thinking that we would switch out here. Good play on his part, but we do stay in. I have zero fear. But now I'm thinking, okay, this thing is +2. It is a massive threat. What do I go out into? Maybe Booster Box? It resists the dark, resists the steel, resists the dragon, right? I don't think he's rocking Flamethrower on this rain team here, so Booster Box is probably a safe bet. So, swap out Willow, going into Booster Box. First battle, here we go. Booster Box debut. Did we pull? Hey, we pulled a shiny. Hey, okay. So this turn he does go for Flash Cannon. Like I said, we do resist this thing. Of course, it is going to be hella boosted from the Terrastalize. But we eat that pretty well, actually. One more is not going to KO us because of our Leftovers Recovery, so that is fantastic for us. And their Tailwind peters out, so that is fantastic as well. So I'm thinking, maybe he'll want to go for another, Nasty Plot here, but that is not the case. He just goes for a Flash Cannon, nearly KOs us here, loses some Life Orb damage as we retaliate with Catal Cleave, and down goes the Hydreigon. If he would have went for the Nasty Plot, or if I went for Sucker Punch rather, this probably would have been better in my favor, but hey, we're all good, we're chilling. So, Booster Box is not in a fantastic position at this point, but we do have, Wish in the back to potentially heal this thing up, so that is fantastic for us. He goes back out into the Pelipper, taking his Stealth Rock damage, so he's not heavy to boot, so that is fantastic. So he's going to take a massive chunk every time he wants to switch back in, and he has U-turn, so he might want to get rid of those rocks soon. But in the meantime, I'm thinking, I don't want to sack off Booster Box just yet. Late game, Sucker Punch might need it. I don't know. So I'm thinking, Willow pretty much walls this thing. We're max HP. Might as well go right back out into Willow. Abuse the massive special defense wall here. So that's what we do. We go back out into Willow here. And of course, like I said earlier, we're taking any hit he wants to go for, especially if U-turns. I mean, hey, that's fine. You're just taking more rocks damage to come back in, buddy. So we're in a good position here. And what does he go out into? I'm not exactly sure. Goes out into the Toxapex here. Might want to poison us or just get a poison type move off. Either way, we are not phased. We are pretty much back at max HP. And they have the Black Sludge, so they're going to take recovery as well. Not good for us, but we are going out into a Moongoose here. Why? Well, because if he wants to poison, we are immune. If he wants to go for a water move, we resist. So, Moongoose is, basically the best thing here. He goes for Toxic Spikes, though. Doesn't really matter for my team. We've got 2 steel types and a poison type. Also, heavy-duty boots on Ugly Duck. So, we're not really worried about the Toxic Spikes here. But I'm thinking, hey, I want to get a Spore off on something here. He cannot control anything. He has no immunities whatsoever to the Spore. So, goes out into Pelipper yet again. He's taking more and more rocks damage. That is fantastic for us. And we're going straight for the Spore. Of course, at 100% accurate. So, Pelipper is sleeping. So, I think we have a pretty good opener for Ponyboy here to start nasty plotting up, for sure, for sure. The only thing that really threatens out Ponyboy is a Greninja. So, got a Ponyboy here. He, of course, is going to burn off his initial sleep turn. We do have some speed investment on this thing. We are not max speed, but we are pretty speedy. So, we may outspeed, we may not. Let's see. So we do outspeed. We go for the nasty plot here. Amazing, amazing. And let's see. Do they wake up this turn? And no, they are snoozing, snoozing, snoozing. Oh no, Pelipper. Oh no. And the rain stops this turn. So, of course, we are going for a Shadow Ball. The only thing that really wants to take this hit is Greninja, because it resists, but not really because it's +2. So down goes the Pelipper. He does sack this thing off. That is a good play on his part. Sacking off the damage spur, but he definitely goes into Greninja here. He is not playing around. He is not playing around whatsoever. He's like, man, this thing is a gigantic threat. I cannot have you boosting on me. What are you, booster box or something? I don't know. So we're going back out into Willow here, of course. If he wants to go for a Dark Pulse or any other special move, we are guaranteed to take these hits. So, we go into Willow here. I could have went into something else and, maybe didn't get Willow poisoned, but he goes for the Dark Pulse here, and that does absolutely nothing. But we've got our leftovers, and it's basically going to cancel out the poison, so eventually we are going to have a problem with this poison, but not today. We are going to Wish Up here, just in case he wants to go for another move that is not Dark Pulse. I don't know. Let's find out. Is he locked in at all? Who knows? But he goes for Ice Beam, so he's definitely not locked in. So that does mediocre damage again. We're going to Wish Up. Look at those teeth. We're going to Wish Up here. We're going to get our leftovers. We're going to get taken away from our poison, and we're in a good position, right? Why he didn't switch out when Willow came in, I have no idea. Maybe he forgot we have Dazzling Gleam, but, this turn, he does, obviously he has the poison type, but, everything else is neutral or super effective to this thing, so I'm thinking, do we stay in? Do I risk it? Do I try to go heal Booster Box? I don't know. Willow takes these hits regardless, so maybe I'll go for Dazzling Gleam here, and that's exactly what I'm going to go for. He stays and goes for the Dark Pulse here. He is protein as well, so we got to keep that in mind. That does a massive chunk of damage to him. He has a berry. Okay. He goes with a Citrus Berry. Okay, Citrus Greninja is not what I would run, but hey, good for him, right? He's rocking that rain team, and I respect it. Love water types. Yeah, so we are back pretty much at full HP from the Wish here. So we're, like I said, in a good position. Willow is a very, very good special wall. So I'm just going to go for yet another Wish here. And he's thinking, yeah, okay, this thing is kind of futile at this point, right? So what do I go into, right? Do I go into the poison type, or do I go into our special wall? So he definitely goes into a special wall, Gastrodon here. And we've got our Wish up. So I'm thinking at this point, what does he want to do, right? Like, this Gastrodon is an unknown quantity, I guess is a good way to put it here, but oh, there you see the leftovers. So this we've got a pretty stally thing here. Too bad this, like I said, this match was recorded before all that new stuff came out, so no 60-minute timer in this one, but in the future, hey, I'm down for that 60-minute timer. But I try to get cheeky here, thinking he might want to go for like Stealth Rock or something. So we go into Booster Box here, try to get our Wish off on him, and he predicts that, goes for an Earth Power. Down goes Booster Box. I am sorry, buddy, but hey, that was a good play on his part, right? So he's got one, we've got one, and what do we go into at this point? Moongoose? Yeah, Moongoose, yeah. So Moongoose comes out, we suck up the poison, so that is fantastic for us. And, of course, we're gonna scare this thing out, right? Nope. Has Ice Beam. Of course this thing has Ice Beam, right? It does a pretty good chunk to us, but we do land our Spore, which is fantastic for us. And Gastrodon is basically a non-threat at this point. So, I'm thinking, I kind of just want to go out in assignment here. I kind of want to just get my Choice Band shenanigans off. I kind of want to see if this thing is actually kind of good in OU now that Chinpao is gone. So, out in assignment, exerting his pressure. And he is, of course, going to burn his initial sleep turn. He does not switch out. So, let's see what we do here. Of course, you know, his entire team is basically water type, so our ice type moves are not going to be very good. Of course, he is going to switch out. He does not want us to get a free turn on this thing. No. He's going into his Toxapex yet again. He takes his Stealth Rock damage, and let's see how much damage this Choice Banded Night Slash does. I mean, hey, that did a pretty good amount of damage for physically defensive Toxapex here. Well, I forgot the name for it again. But, of course, we're going to switch out. I don't want this thing to get poisoned, so we're going to go out into Ponyboy here as he goes for Baneful Bunker. Okay. All right, buddy. I see you, buddy. All right. He's going to get his Black Sledge recovery off here, and we do have Covert Cloak on this thing, so he can't really, like, hurt us with anything, especially... Actually, no, Haze would go through us, right? Because it doesn't really affect us. It affects the field, right? I don't know. But, of course, we are just going to go for a nice Shadow Ball here. And it's doing a pretty good chunk here. It lowers his special defense, which is amazing for us. Amazing. But not so good for him, right? Of course, this is his special wall, so he will take another one here, even with, you know, the drop here. Barely Lives gets another special defense drop. He wakes up, goes for a recover. That is a fantastic play for him, but he is -2, so that's kind of unlucky because the next one guarantees takes him out at this range for sure. So he's basically, you know, like forced to switch at this point if he wants to save this thing. So he does switch. And goes right back out into the Toxapex. Ponyboy is a massive threat for this guy's team, let me tell you. God has nothing on our Coin Goblin. So we're still going for Shadow Balls. That, you know, doesn't do too much to Toxapex here, but this thing does not really do anything for the Nasty Plot. So he goes for Baneful Bunker. Gets his Protect off, maybe just to stall out our Shadow Balls. I don't know. But we go for Nasty Plot here. I guess get kind of predicted Scrub. I don't know. But, you know, he's going to get his recovery off. Try to stall us a little bit here. We're going to go for Shadow Ball yet again. We are +2. And this thing is going to hurt very, very badly. Let's see, does he live? He barely lives. If he did not have that recovery, he would be gone at this point. He'd be done so. But he does recover there. He's getting his stall on, right? He's getting his stall on. So I'm just gonna go for Shadow Ball yet again. This thing is definitely gonna go down at this point. If he wants to switch, that's fine. He gets his recovery off or regenerator. Goes right back right back out into Gastrodon here. And this thing is not taking this hit. This is +2 Shadow Ball. Ghost types are a massive threat this generation. I cannot wait to use the new Zoroark. Oh boy, oh boy. So, Ponyboy claims another victim here. The Coin Goblin strikes again, as he sends out his Greninja yet again, as it is a fantastic choice for him. He takes a Stealth Rock damage. He is in a horrible position. And I'm thinking, he definitely is going to go for, like, a Dark Pulse, right? Like, there's no way he risks going for something else and me KOing this thing, right? Because I guarantee one at that point. So I'm thinking he's definitely going to go for Dark Pulse here. I want to go for Ugly Duck, because Aqua Step will be neutral after he changes his type. So we're going out into Ugly Duck here, and this is going to be great for us, as he does go for the Dark Pulse like we predicted. We already know he's not locked in, so if he does have Grass Knot, it definitely will not kill because it's not stab. But it will hurt a lot. Yeah, he does have Grass Knot here. Barely misses out on the KO. And we're going to go ahead and go for our Aqua Step here. And that, of course, is going to take out Greninja. Bye-bye, buddy. Bye-bye, Froggy. Yeah, so we're sitting in a good position. We are +1 with our Moxie, but they still do have that Toxapex, that pesky Pex in the back here. And, of course, Ugly Duck is looking kind of low. Not sure what they really want to go for here. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to get cheeky here, right? Maybe he wants to go for like a Haze or something. I'm going to go for a Roost. Of course, you know, this thing is definitely not damaging Toxapex. But he goes for a Baneful Bunker again, dude. Get predicted yet again, Scrub. Oh my god, my third eye is open. No, I'm just messing around. But yeah, we do Roost off here. Ugly Duck is pretty good health-wise here. And again, we're going right back out into Ponyboy because this Toxapex cannot touch Ponyboy here. So here we go, back out into the Coin Goblin here. He goes for the Poison Jab. So we know 3 of his 4 moves. I'm not sure what his last is. Maybe it's... Oh, wait, no, yeah, we know all 4 of his moves. Never mind. He doesn't have a single Water type move. So we basically have this in the bag, right? Because we can just, you know, Nasty Plot up and Quackaball here. Yes, he does have neutral water moves, but that's about it, right? And we are pretty physically bulky on Ponyboy. So I'm thinking, you know what? Let's just go for Shadow Ball here. We got a minute left of the battle, 20-minute timer. Be gone after this battle. Yep, gets his Aqua Step off, gets his Speed Boost. That nearly double 2-hit KOs, but it's going to be a 3 KO as we single hit this Quackable. Goodbye, Ugly Duck. And his last Pokemon is going to be Toxapex. So that is going to be the game here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, next week we're going to add all that new stuff. I cannot wait. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed, you know, do all the good stuff like subscribe, comment even. I don't know. If you get a little cheeky there, I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed. See you later. Peace.